guys, it's Facts with Professor Moore channel on YouTube. Please subscribe and hope you enjoy this video. This is part 2 of Astronomy and its Facts series by MineAmmar 10 years. Okay, this is part 2. If you didn't see part 1, please go see it, and it's very important for you to see it. And let's go to our lesson. Okay, here last time we talked about the solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Here, but today we're going to talk about the asteroid belt. Okay, here, this is the asteroid belt. Okay, let's make the things come. Here, this is a photo of the asteroid belt, and here another photo, and here is a photo of an asteroid and another asteroid. Let's begin. Okay, the asteroid belt. Okay, I'm going to read first and then explain. Okay. The asteroid belt is a ring like a belt around the Sun between Jupiter and Mars. It contains asteroids, meteorites, fireballs, dust, ice, debris. The asteroids in the asteroid belt are bigger than meteors, meteoroids. I know you're wondering where the dwarf planet Ceres. It was one of the asteroids in the asteroid belt. It is the biggest asteroid in the belt and the smallest dwarf planet. The asteroids and all the stuff that is in the asteroid belt is different in shape, material, structure, size, radius. Some are made of iron, stone, rock, magma, magnetic, copper, aluminium, debris, ice. Okay, and some have strange shapes, like the asteroids I call food-like the bean asteroid and the hot dog asteroid. By the way, I call it like this, but the real name isn't this. Okay, there are lots of asteroids in there. Sure, there isn't life there, and a surely face. Okay, let's begin our lesson. Okay, the laser pointer. Okay, the asteroid belt is a ring like a belt around the Sun between Jupiter and Mars. Okay, let's explain this part. Okay, this is a photo of the asteroid belt. They need to draw here, but they didn't draw. Okay, we're going to draw together. Okay, they need to draw planet Mars here, yeah, and Jupiter after the asteroid belt. Here, like here, in this part here. But the highlighter isn't very open. Yeah, isn't very clear. Okay, so let's draw a diagram, and then I'm going to get back. And we're back, guys. I made a diagram of the asteroid belt. Okay, as we said, the asteroid belt is a ring around the Sun, like a belt. Here it's like a belt, yeah, between Jupiter and Mars. Here Mars, and here is Jupiter. Okay, between Jupiter and Mars. This is Mars and this is Jupiter. Okay, you say to me, how come Mars has only 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos only, and while Jupiter has all these moons: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 24 moons. There are loads of them more, but I put only those because there wasn't much space. Okay, how come? Because Mars's gravitational pull isn't very isn't very strong like Jupiter's, because he is the biggest planet. He can make all these moons, or all these asteroids, revolve around it. So we call them moons. Or Jupiter also has rings like the Sun and Uranus and Saturn and Neptune. He also has rings, but they are invisible. Yeah. The rings is like the asteroid belt, like this, but it's like this around Jupiter. I will draw it now. But okay, I'll draw it now. The rings are like this, but they are invisible. So I'm going to erase them because they are invisible. Okay, this is the rings. Okay, here, because Jupiter has most gravitational pull, I draw the Sun smaller than Jupiter because there wasn't more space. If there was space, I will draw the Sun like the asteroid belt, like this. Okay, here, let's go to the next part. It contains asteroids, meteoroids, meteors, meteorites, fireballs, dust, ice, and debris. That's all the asteroid belt here. The asteroids, meteoroids, meteors, meteorites, and fireballs, they are meteors and meteorites, and dust like this, and ice, and debris. The debris is the like snow. Okay, smoke, sorry. Okay, the asteroids in the asteroid belt are bigger than meteors, meteorites, meteoroids. Okay, I will explain this part here. Okay, this part is very interesting. I know you're going to like it. Okay, here we have 3 parts. The asteroid belt diagram, leave it alone. And here we have the 3rd part. Okay, here we have the first part about the meteoroids. Okay, the meteoroids are like this, just rocks. They are like potato shapes, in very strange shapes, like and this one. Okay, here, but one of them has particles around it from the asteroid belt. So these particles kick with the surface like this. They get on the asteroid or the meteoroid, and it starts flaming. Yes, starts flaming. And that flaming is pulled by the gravitational pull of a planet, like this. So it has a tail of fire. Okay, so it is a meteor. Okay, the meteor is pulled by a planet. If we say Earth, so it has an atmosphere. So the meteor is in a choice part. Here, I'm going to draw the fire around it because it looks very cool, and I want you to see my drawing and rate it out of 10 in the comments. Okay, stop the video now and go down, rate my drawing down in the comments, okay, below. Please say that is good, because I worked hard on it. Here, like this, and like this. Here, and this part is all of it fire, like here. Okay, now this is the meteor. It gets in the Earth's atmosphere, like this. If we pretend that this is the atmosphere of the Earth, and this is the land. I'm going to draw the land here. This is a hill, and grass, right? Okay, grass. Okay, here the meteor will choose. If it's big and strong, it will go down to the surface and be a meteorite, like I will draw now. Okay, like this. The Earth will be bumped and has a hole inside it. This is called a crater. No, don't bring that. Okay, and the meteoroid will be inside the crater here, and it is not with flames. Okay, but if it disintegrates, picks the other choice. If it's small and doesn't have many mass, it will be just dust in the Earth's atmosphere, and that will be sent into space again in form of dust and debris and ice. Okay, let's get back and erase all of this. I don't know how. Okay, 1, 2, 3, gone. Okay, let's read. The asteroids in the asteroid belt are bigger than meteors, meteorites, meteoroids. I know you're wondering where the dwarf planet Ceres. Ceres is a dwarf planet, and it's precisely the smallest one. It's here, located in the place in the middle. Okay, dwarf planet Ceres. It was one of the asteroids, and it was called Asteroid Belt, and it's the biggest asteroid in the asteroid belt and the smallest dwarf planet. The asteroids and all the stuff that is in the asteroid belt is different in shape, material, structure, size, radius. Some are made of iron, stone, rock, magma, magnetic, copper, aluminium, debris, and ice. Some have strange shapes, like the asteroids I call food-like, like bean asteroid, hot dog asteroid. By the way, it is like this. I call it like this, but the real name isn't this, because it looks here like the bean and here like a hot dog. Here, if we draw a bun here and a bun here, it will be a hot dog. Okay, or a magnetic field. Okay, there are lots of asteroids in there, like this, and there isn't life there, and a surely face. That's all the facts for the asteroid belt. See ya on Jupiter. We have arrived at the Jupiter, the biggest planet in the solar system. Want to see it? Yeah, do you want to see the planet itself? Yeah, this is the planet. And this is the planet filled with Earth. And this is the structure of the Jupiter. Okay? Jupiter is the 5th planet from the Sun. It is the biggest planet. It could fit 1,300 Earth inside of it. It also has the most moons in the solar system. It has 79 moons, and the biggest is, drumroll please, Ganymede. We talked about it in planet Mercury, and I am going to tell you all of them. Ganymede, Callisto, Europa, Io, Amelia, Leda, Bistia, Ilara, Carm, Arch, Aton, Hearse, Euclid, Nem, Orthoise, Orthosi, Praxidi. Okay guys, sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Okay, and let's go on. The viewers, hold on. Stop please. You're not going to count them all, right? Yeah, me. I wasn't. Let's go on. Jupiter is a gas giant. It's made of rocks. Gas, not rocks, okay? The gases are atmospheric layer, gaseous hydrogen, liquid hydrogen, metallic hydrogen, core of rocks. It has the biggest storm in the solar system, the red spot. It's a hurricane that has been going for 4 centuries. That means 400 years. It could fit 3.5 Earths inside it. It takes 12 Earth years for Jupiter to orbit the Sun, and one day is 10 hours only. Jupiter is named after the Roman god of the king of the gods, Jupiter, because about his size. Okay, Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun. It is the biggest planet. It could fit 1,300 Earths inside it. Like you see, Earth in comparison with Jupiter is very small. You see, Earth, if you have a basketball, the Earth will be like, I'll tell you, if you have a basketball, the Earth will be like a pin. Yes, the top of the pin, not that. Okay, I will tell you. It will be a marble, okay? Marble in comparison with a basketball, okay? Let's go out. Okay, here, it also has the most moons in the solar system. It has 79 moons, and the biggest is, jungle please, Ganymede. We talked about it in planet Mercury. Okay, we're going back to Mercury so you can see the information about it that we said in the last episode. Okay, Mars, Earth, Venus, and Mercury. Okay, inside the Earth and Ganymede, Jupiter's largest moon, is bigger than Mercury. We can call it a planet if it spins around the Sun. Okay, we can call it a planet. It is between Mars and Mercury in size. And here we got to Jupiter, and we're back. Okay, Ganymede. We talked about it in planet Mercury, and I'm going to tell you all. Ganymede, the Jupiter's largest moon, and I'm going to tell you the difference between them. I'm going to tell you the Galilean moons: Ganymede, Callisto, Europa, Io. These are the 4. Okay, the other ones are normal, like Amelia, Leda, Lithitia, Ilara, Carm, Arch, Aten, Heris, Euclide, Nem, Orthosi, Paraxidic. Okay, the viewers, hold on. Stop, please. You're not going to count them all, right? Yeah, me. I wasn't. Let's go on. Jupiter is a gas giant. It's made of gas, not rocks, because it doesn't have an atmosphere. This is not rock. Here, this is not rock. This is a hurricane. All of this is a hurricane, not rocks. Okay, and I noticed something throughout the years. The hurricane is getting bigger or smaller. Here, this is an old image, and now this is the red spot. See the difference? Now it's bigger very much, or it's the same. I can't see. Okay, but now this is a new photo. Not now. Okay. The viewers, hold on. Okay, let's go on. Jupiter is a gas giant. It's made of gas, not rocks. The gases are atmospheric layer, gaseous hydrogen, liquid hydrogen, metallic hydrogen, core of rocks. It has the biggest storm in the solar system, the red spot. It's a hurricane that has been going for 4 centuries. 4 centuries, that means 400 years. Okay, it could fit 3.5 Earths inside it. It takes 12 years for Jupiter to orbit the Sun, and one day is only 10 hours on Jupiter. Jupiter is named after the Roman god, the king of the gods, Jupiter, because of his size. That's all the facts for Jupiter. See ya on Saturn. Boom. Okay, we end the video now. Hope you enjoy, and peace. No. Did you think that I will end the video here? No. I just tricked you. We're going for Saturn. Yeah, I tricked you. Okay, Saturn, the most beautiful planet in my mind. The most beautiful planet is Venus, but I call this the ring planet, okay? And here there are all its moons, and here its structure. Let's see the talk. Okay, Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun, and it's the second biggest after Jupiter, and it's the second beautiful after Venus. It is recognized by its beautiful rings that spin around the planet, and someday scientists say that one day the rings will dissolve and crash into Saturn, and there will be no rings. It takes Saturn 27 Earth years to orbit the Sun, and one day is 10 hours like Jupiter. All of us wondered what Saturn's rings are made up of. It's made up of from dust, moons, ice, debris, and asteroids. Okay? Saturn's structure is I6, hydrous silicate core, and surface normal ice, liquid water ocean, lower atmosphere, thick solar haze, upper atmosphere. You see the rings as one giant ring, but they are 6 thick rings. These thicker rings are from the inside, okay? 6 thick rings together to make a beautiful view of Saturn. There was a spacecraft that visited Saturn called Cassini that has crashed into Saturn. Saturn has 62 moons, and the biggest of them all is Titan, and the second biggest moon after Ganymede in the solar system. Some of the moons are Calypso, Pandora, Methone, Hyperion, Mimas, Rhea, Leptus, Titan, Enceladus, Tethys, Dione, Janus, Prometheus, Eprimius, and Helen. Saturn is named after the Roman god of time. Saturn is also a gas giant like Jupiter. Okay, I want to say to you guys just a fact about Saturn that isn't routine. Okay, that Saturn is made from the same elemental things that are inside the Sun. So if you put Saturn in a bathtub, it will float like a ball. And that's all the facts for Saturn. See ya on Uranus. Uranus is the 7th planet from the Sun. It is the coldest planet in the solar system. Wait a minute, you guys. Isn't it supposed to be Neptune? No, it's Uranus. I'll tell you why. Because it has CH4 methane that makes it appear blue. Because it takes the red hot sun rays and transform it into Uranian rays that are cold and trap the coldness inside. On the other hand, Neptune has more CH4 than Uranus, but it doesn't get a lot of sun rays, so it's more blue but not colder because of the sun rays, and I'm going to explain this part in Neptune part. Neptune and Uranus are very similar in size, but Uranus is slightly bigger. Okay, material. In size and material, Uranus has 27 known moons. I'll give you 5 of them: Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, Oberon. Okay, I know there are still 22 to go, but next please. All Uranus's moons orbit Uranus vertically. Yeah, vertically. What, you guys? Why? Because Uranus has one of the most tilts in the entire universe, or the galaxy. It's tilted by 98 degrees. Okay, guys? It almost spins on its equator. Scientists say that it was tilted this way by a large mysterious object that hit it very hard that turned it around like this. Uranus also has rings like here, here, but they are very thin and dark. They are more than Saturn's. They are 13 rings. It and Venus spin clockwards, backwards, but all the planets spin against the clock, frontwards. Also, 1 year on Uranus is 84 Earth years, and 1 day is 16 or 17 hours. Uranus isn't named after a Roman god. They wanted to name it after who discovered it, William Herschel. But out of English, that name wasn't good, so they named it after the Greek god of the heavens and the sky, Uranus. But it was changed to Uranus, and the pronunciations are Uranus, like scientists, Uranus, like we say it, and Uranus after the Greek god. Okay, Uranus's structure is the outer atmosphere, the upper cloud layer, the atmosphere, hydrogen, helium, methane gases, core, silicate, and iron, nickel, rock. Okay, let's explain. Uranus is the 7th planet from the Sun, and it's the first to be discovered with a telescope because it's far more than Saturn. Because Saturn is closer to us than Uranus, so it is the first to be discovered by telescope. It is the coldest planet in the solar system. Wait a minute, you guys. Isn't this supposed to be Neptune? No, guys. Sorry, it's Uranus. I'll tell you why. Because it has CH4 methane that makes it appear blue. Because it takes the red hot sun rays and transform it into Uranian rays that are cold and traps the coldness inside. On the other hand, Neptune has more CH4 than Uranus, but it doesn't get a lot of sun rays, so it's more blue but not cold because of the sun rays, and I am going to explain this part in the next part. Okay, here Uranus is colder than Neptune. Why? Because it's tilted and because it has methane, a lot of things. I'll tell it now. Okay, the sun releases. Okay, I'm going to talk. Okay, I'm going to draw here. Here, pretend that this is the sun. Okay, pretend that this is the sun, and Uranus is here because it's far. Okay, it's a ball, and then we told that it is very tilted, like. Okay. So it spins on its equator like this. Okay, it's 98 degrees, very high. Okay, but not. This is not the temperature. Okay. Okay. Now that means that one pole is facing the sun for 42 years, and the other pole is facing the winter for 42 years, and they switch together every 42 years. Okay, because if we add 42 and 42, 84. That means that this pole is facing the sun for 42 years. That means that this part is hot and this part is very cold. Okay, it's almost tidally locked to the sun. That means that it's facing that one side of the sun. Okay, it spins on its equator almost. Okay, that means that it spins on this side, not on its axis. This is the axis, almost like the equator, but the equator is the half of the planet. This is the half of the planet, and it spins on its equator. Okay, its equator is tilted by 23 degrees, I think, which is like the Earth. Okay, the Earth spins like this. This is the axis of the Earth. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to make this part. Okay. Methane. The gas of the methane is in Uranus here. Okay. This methane. I'm going to make a square here. This methane, when reached by the sun rays, which are red and hot, okay, the methane turns it into Uranian rays. That means that they are turquoise, like green, between green and light blue, like this. I'm going to make it now. 1 minute. I'm going to make it. Okay guys, if you want to speed up the video, speed it up when I finish the planet Uranus. Okay, it's like this, and then it turns into this green like this. Okay, this is turquoise here. Okay, I think this is turquoise, but let's start. Okay, so these rays are blue, like you see, so they make Uranus blue and green at the same time. Okay, but more blue. Okay, these are cold, very cold in fact, so they are trapped inside all the clouds in the atmosphere of Uranus, like Venus, but it's the opposite. It gets the sun rays and gets it hotter and traps the heat, not the coldness. Okay, it traps the coldness inside here of the planet, and plus that Neptune is hot from inside. Uranus is all ice from inside. Okay, it can reach -300 degrees. Okay, Celsius or Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, yeah. Okay, now we know this part. Okay, let's go. I'm going to erase all of this. Okay. Okay, this is the reason why Neptune, while Neptune here, on the other hand, I'm going to draw for you Neptune. Okay, why did I go back to Saturn? Okay, on the other hand, Neptune here is further from the sun. That means that it doesn't get very much sunlight or the sun rays, I think. Okay, so let's pretend that this is the sun again here. Yeah, here. Okay, here, and this is the sun yellowness. Okay, and here the red rays of the sun here come to the methane, but Neptune has more methane than Uranus, so it turns it quickly into Neptunian rays. I will show it to you now. This is the methane from last time, and it turns into darker blue than Uranus, so it's here like this here. Okay, these are more blue but not very hot, because these the sun rays don't get much on Neptune. Okay, they are not much in Neptune because he's furthest planet. Okay, but Neptune is not the furthest planet, the planet before the furthest planet, so it gets more sun rays than Neptune, so it's not cold very much. Plus that Neptune from inside is very hot. Okay, it can reach more than the surface of the sun. Okay, let's go to Uranus again. Okay, I will explain this part very much in Neptune part. Okay, Neptune and Uranus are very similar in size, but Uranus is slightly bigger. Okay, and material. Uranus has 27 known moons. I'll give you 5 of them: Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, which is the biggest I think, and Oberon, the biggest in this photo. Okay, I know there are still 22 to go, but next please. All Uranus's moons orbit Uranus vertically because of the tilt. Okay, we're going to skip this part. Okay, why? Because Uranus has one of the most tilts in the entire universe, or should I say galaxy, because it's tilted by 98 degrees. It almost spins on its equator. Scientists say that it was tilted this way because a large mysterious object hit it, so it made it this way. Okay, it's very odd that it turned it around like this. Uranus also has rings, but they are not very clear. They are very thin and dark. They are more than Saturn's. They are 13 rings. Yeah. You can't see any ring here in this photo. Please, can you write to me if you can see 13 rings? I can see 2 here, and 2 here, 4, and 3 here, 7, and I think 2 here, 7 and 2, 9. I can't see 13, but there are still here. There are still 6 here, like Saturn's. Okay, they are till here. They are bigger than Saturn's. Okay, let's erase. Okay, it and Venus spin clockwards, backwards, but all the planets spins against the clock, frontwards. I will show you now. Okay, don't be here. Okay, I will show you. I'll draw it and get back. Okay, here Uranus is like this. Okay, and Venus is like this. Okay, Venus is like this. And all the other planets like Earth, I'm going to draw them now, are like this. Okay, the green one is Earth, and the blue one is Uranus, and the orange one is Venus. Okay, here I am going to show you. All the planets spin against the clock. The clock spins like this. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it continues. And all the planets spin like this here, from here to here, and now it spins like this. Okay, and here Uranus spins like this, like the clock. All the planets spin against the clock, like this. Sorry, the clock is like this, and the planets spin like this, and this. Okay, sorry, I'm going to erase this part. Okay, I'm going to draw it again. Okay, they spin like this, backwards, or should I say frontwards, because our Earth spins like this. Okay, so they spin back in time, but really it's front time. Okay, and here Uranus spins with the clock, like this, and it and Venus. But Venus takes much longer to make a day than Uranus. Uranus makes a day. Okay, don't make anything. We know that they spin backwards. Okay, and we're back to the thing. Okay, also 1 year on Uranus is 84 Earth years, and 1 day is 16 to 17 hours. Uranus isn't named after a Roman god. They wanted to name it after who discovered it, William Herschel, but after the country of England, this name wasn't so good. So they named it after the Greek god of the heavens and the sky, Uranus. But it was changed to Uranus because it's easier. and the pronunciations are Uranus, like the like the scientists, and Uranus, like the normal people, like we say it, and Uranus, like the Greek god. Okay, sorry, I wrote here good, I mean god. Okay, Uranus' structure is outer atmosphere, the upper cloud layer, and the atmosphere, hydrogen, helium, and methane gases. Core is made of silicate Fe, which means iron, and nickel rock. That's all the facts for Uranus. See ya on Neptune, the last planet. Vroom vroom. Okay, we have Neptune, the last planet. You want to see him? Yeah, like I say, the comparison between Uranus and Neptune, I want to show you that the comparison is very and the comparison is much bluer. Okay, I want to show you, and I'm going to stop the video and get back. Guys, can you see the difference of the blueness? Here Neptune is very blue, and here Uranus is slightly green and blue. Guys, I removed the talk. We don't need it now because okay. Now I will stop the video and get back. I will get the talk again. And we're back, guys. I get back the talk. See it here. Okay. Let's talk about the planet Neptune. This is my favorite planet, okay? Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun. Neptune is the furthest planet from the Sun. The Sun there is like a marble from outside of Neptune. If you look closely and just, I'm going to make the Neptune bigger. Sorry. I made this wrong. Yeah, here, Neptune. Okay. If you look closely here, the Sun is like a marble here from Neptune. Yeah, and this is Uranus. Okay. Also, guys, I forgot, or there was no space to write that Neptune has 14 moons. Okay, 14 moons. From them, there was Triton. Okay, Triton is the son of the god Neptune. Okay, Neptune, the sun there is like a marble from outside of Neptune. Because it's the furthest, many people think it's the coldest, and that is wrong. The reason why Neptune isn't the coldest planet, because it's the furthest planet, so not much sun rays reaches it, but it has more CH4 than Uranus. That means CH4 means, guys, methane. So the little sun rays that reach it transforms very fast into Neptunian rays, which are cold but very blue, and that is the reason why Neptune is more blue than Uranus. And the other hand, result that Uranus is colder than Neptune, that Neptune from inside is very hot. When I say something's very hot, I mean it. Neptune from inside can reach 3,140 Fahrenheit, between brackets 1,727 Celsius, to 8,540 Fahrenheit, between brackets 4,727 Celsius, which is hotter than the surface of the sun. Neptune is the windiest planet in the solar system. Its winds can reach 1,100 miles per hour, which is faster. Sorry, here I'll put another part here. Sorry, I made this faster, but it's faster. Okay, faster than the strongest winds on Earth. Because Neptune is the furthest planet from the Sun, it takes 165 Earth years to orbit the Sun. And if Neptune was discovered in 1846, that means that Neptune has only made one orbit around the Sun and plus 10 years. That makes 175 years since discovery. And one day on Neptune is 16 or 17 hours like Uranus. Neptune's structure is frozen, outer atmosphere, hydrogen, helium, methane in gas form. Inner atmosphere, hydrogen, helium, methane in gas form. Frozen layer, water, ammonia, methane. Inner core, solid rock, frozen water. Neptune also has a dark spot, which is the windiest place on the windiest planet in the solar system. And this is the end. That's all for Neptune. See ya in the dwarf planets. Okay, guys. Next episode will be the dwarf planets video. Okay, this will be episode 3 from Astronomy and its Facts series. Okay, and that's all for now. Okay, I want to say to you something. Bye and peace out. Basalt. I add them together. Okay? Bye and peace out, guys. Peace.